What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing some Geoguessr here on the geoguessr.com website. As always, going for some arbitrary United States state streaks. Loaded this up here. We got a free first round, so let's try and get some attempts going here. Great start, California, number one, state number one in sequence there. So yeah, next up here we got these short little trees. He has no front plate, which is kind of weird. Guess that would put us in Michigan most likely, even though it doesn't really look like Michigan. But we'll go for it. And it was kind of North Michigan there, so it's two. And this looks like New England, so that is a great start. Yeah, this is looking quite New England, I have to say. Wow. But as for which one, it's unfortunately hard to say. It could also be New York always when you have this kind of foliage, but yeah, this looks like New England to me. Looks like home. An interesting little void in the trees there. 2015 did that say? Wow, that is old coverage. 2015 Google. It makes me think Rhode Island. I feel like Rhode Island has a lot of kind of old coverage. I don't know. I'm going to go for that, I think. I know it's a crazy guess. It's a small state. And it was New York. I thought about that as well. And that's a big state, so. It's unfortunate because I think we have a free California here. Smiths, I don't know. I guess that's regional. They don't have it near me. These are not looking like California plates, so I could have been wrong. Or they just traveled. Let's look around a little more. Maybe this is Las Vegas, actually. Because that looks like a Nevada plate. I think it's just going to be Las Vegas, especially with the mountains right on the city here. So we'll go in like, Henderson maybe. It was the other side, but Nevada is Nevada. Las Vegas is Las Vegas. And we're here in the west. So this is, I don't know if this is any of the south exclusive desert stuff. I don't think it is. So I don't think we can rule out anything like Arizona, in fact, or Nevada. In fact, this might be Nevada bollards. Are we really in Nevada 2 times in a row here? We definitely could be. Yeah, those could be Nevada bollards. I may like it. I don't know. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna go for it. I think it was Utah, so it's okay. It's a decent score actually right there. This is Oregon or Washington for sure. I don't really know how to tell which one. We got a cow over there on the side. Yeah, I don't know how to tell apart, so I'm just gonna go in Oregon rather, and it was Oregon, so good thing I clicked where I clicked and not where I said. Texas pavement? I don't think so. No, maybe. I feel like it's not the normal Texas pavement. Is this like the this could be the pavement that looks like Texas, but then it's South Dakota pavement. I don't know if I want to. I feel like it looks more like North Dakota, South Dakota. So I will go in South Dakota, and it was actually Texas pavement. Didn't really look like Texas. I don't know. Guess I'm just bad. This looks like PA. This looks like the most Pennsylvania round I've ever seen in my life. 100%. Welcome to the borough of, let's just say borough of Newville. This could be a PA thing that I've seen. We have no front. I mean, yeah, this is looking like a slam dunk. And we have a Pennsylvania highway sign right there. So it's great. Great. I like Pennsylvania. It's got definitely some distinct vibes about it, which you can pick up on here in this type of state streak situation. He's yellow. I don't think this looks very much like New York, but you never know. This could be way western New York. I don't know what that little guy is. This could just be a coincidence. I mean, it really it's not particularly looking like New York to me. This looks like Nebraska or something. I mean, it's a really hard round. I don't know. I think we get it wrong anyway, but I will go Nebraska. And it was Iowa, which is also not New York. So that's that. And round number 5 of the game here. This is a tricky one for sure. We don't have any pines, which is interesting. That would be like Missouri, maybe? No pines? That was Pennsylvania again. Okay. All right, next up. UT Space Institute. So are we in Texas? You might think. Oh, unless it's Tennessee. This looks more like Tennessee. I think that means Tennessee. in this particular instance. We have this winter coverage, which I believe is pretty common in eastern Tennessee, so I will go near regular UT, and it was right there near the large Arnold Air Force Base that we saw on that sign, so that certainly makes sense. It looks like a Massachusetts plate almost, and the vibes do look pretty Massachusetts. Definitely. Cambridge Street would be in favor of that for sure, so I think I'm happy to go Massachusetts here. 10 out of 10 state, very lovely, and that was Massachusetts, so we were on a 2 streak. Next up here, we've got, ooh, now what is that? Why is that there? That is large. Is that an Ohio highway shield? Or is it another? It is hard to say, but it looks kind of like Ohio, and at this point I've seen that, and I'm going to be dissatisfied if I click anything else. So I will click Ohio, and it presumably was, so that is great. State streak of 3. This looks like we can work it out, but you know, let's not speak too soon here. We do, okay, yes, let's use some plant knowledge here. I saw, yes, we have those little palmettos, so we're going to be pretty coastal. Ever Florida, or is it just coastal North or South Carolina? I almost think the latter more. Because there's nothing else that's super tropical. That's not sand, that's concrete. But the soil is a little sandy to be sure. I wish I knew what this was and if it was helpful for me. That is a palm tree. That is a palm tree. So maybe this is Florida. I think I'm actually going to click Florida now. Now that I've seen that, it's been enlightened to me that those trees do look pretty Florida. And a state streak of 4 is nothing to scoff at, for sure. And we have J&J Mini Farmer Market, Mrs. Ella, Kenny Road through 14. Please. Ooh, what are these? Those are Bama. That looks like Alabama. That I don't know, but that definitely looks like the Alabama plate to me. You see those in Alabama? You see those a lot of states, but I hope it's not Mississippi or something and he traveled, but I mean, looks like an Alabama plate, so let's just go with that. And it was, so state streak of 5. We are actually cooking right now. That's fantastic. And this is another round. We have a New York plate. I was going to say, look northeast. We have an abundance of New York plates. We have a New York State Highway shield, so we will take that and move on a state streak of 6 here. Fantastic. Wow, that was almost New Jersey. Makes sense. I hate these, bro. Diamond. Diamond Bollard is what? Oh, man, bro. Come on. I never know these. Is it Colorado? I need to know my Western Bollards, but that's just boring. It's Diamond. Is Diamond Colorado? I don't know. I think at this point I have to go Colorado, but oh, that's heartbreaking. It's Montana. Is that the Diamond one? I don't know. It's unfortunate to throw away the 6-state streak on that, but that was going to be hard to get for sure. And this one also looks hard to get, so it was just not meant to be. If this was like a really easy round, I would have been a little more disappointed even than I already am, but this is not like a free round at all. Although, what's that? Is that a state flag? If it is, I can't tell which one, unfortunately, so I mean, we're on a streak of 0, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know on this one. I'm just gonna go like Iowa. It doesn't really matter. That was Ohio. I don't really care about those. Next up here, okay. So I think it's Maine or something, most likely. We have these conifers here. Yeah, I think this has got to be Maine, basically. Could be Vermont, could be New Hampshire for sure, but let's look at this. There's nothing on that, unfortunately. Yeah, the polls are blank. It's a little weird. I guess that's best for Maine. I don't know. I'm happy with that. Let's just go for it. And it was Maine. Very good. District of 1. Looks Appalachian, I think. Warm Springs. We have a front plate. So I'm definitely thinking Virginia. Yeah, I think this is very, very much looking like Virginia. I'm gonna go like here. Let's go, dude. That is a great guess. That is a great guess. I mean, I thought that's what it looked like, so I'm glad that that was correct. This is a nice round. Looks like we have some things around, so that's good for our 2-state streak. Let's see if we can keep it up here. Vernon. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Bush 30 pack for $22.99. They waste no time. That is so funny. The 180 there. I really like that. Vernon. Not Vernon, Connecticut, surely. But it does. Oh, this is unfortunate. This is right on the cusp of gettable, but like those plates are there. That's too far. This is, I mean, I guess there's no fronts. So is it Pennsylvania? Oh, maybe it's Pennsylvania again. Yeah, this does look a little Pennsylvanian, doesn't it? Yeah, no fronts. I think Pennsylvania is a pretty good guess, and I know I've heard of Vernon, Pennsylvania, so there's probably a Vernon, Pennsylvania, but that was unfortunately Indiana. So next round here. Yeah, don't have too strong a vibe on this. I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna go like there. Arkansas. That was my first thought, but whatever. This is very nice. We have definitely regional looking houses here, and we do have what is that plate? What is that plate? Actually, a little. Is it Maryland? No, what's going on? Well, these are like what? Like not Chicago. They look Midwest. They look cool. They look Midwest, I think. Is this an old Ohio plate? It's so clear. Like if I could just picture what that one is, I would know what it is. And he's parked, so he probably lives here. So it's probably the answer to this round. Yeah, I mean, I think these are pretty Midwest houses for sure. They look like Missouri or something to me the most. We have no fronts, which Missouri does have fronts. Yeah, we have no fronts. So what does that mean? No fronts. With one of these bad boys. What are you as well? I'm definitely struggling here. Maybe this is like Iowa. Is it like Des Moines or something? I don't know. Let's go for that. There's no fronts though. Indianapolis? I don't know. Detroit. Okay, those are Detroit houses. That was definitely a highly gettable round. I just kind of forgot that Detroit existed. Whatever, that was a 0 streak. If that was like a 9 streak, I would have been a little torn up. This is very southern, I think, this kind of forest. This is actually a lovely round. How beautiful. But yeah, just a little bit of southern forest type deal here. Very sandy soil. Do you ever go Florida? I don't know. Maybe you do. I'm going Florida. And it was Florida. That makes sense. I mean, it looked very warm, very tropical, very beautiful. This one here is generic and difficult. Just generic, whatever you call it, house there. I forget what they call it. But, you know, not super regional. We got a lad standing there. It gave me like somewhat southern vibes, I think. This could be like the flat part of South Carolina. Also works with this kind of pale pavement. I'm just going to go for that. That was Missouri. You know, Missouri makes sense when you have absolutely no vibe because it's just right there in the middle. Looks kind of like everything. Very hard to get. These are the most ridiculous houses. No shade to anyone who lives in these, but why does it look like this? Why does the roof look like this? So just the strangest architecture. But I love it. I love that there's, you know, that not everything looks the same. Like this is a ridiculous house and I love it. And they look like Oklahoma or Texas. I mean, one or the other. The ground looks a little red, so I'll go Oklahoma. Wowie, those were Baton Rouge, Louisiana houses. That makes sense. You see those there as well, actually. That does make sense. Oh well. Definitely felt like a gettable round, but you know, you can't get them all. Second round here of 5. This looks Appalachian, I think I would say. None of the trees look too north, so I don't think it'd be like Vermont. I think it would be, you know, Tennessee or something. Neither of these guys look green or blue, though, which you would think they would for Tennessee. It's a cool house. I actually like this house. It looks pretty neat. But I'm not too sure on these plates. Could it be like North Carolina with those plates? I don't know if you'd get this kind of hills in North Carolina. I mean, I guess you would. Maybe Virginia. Doesn't particularly strike me for Virginia. Based on the slight bluish tint to the plates, I'm going to go North Carolina here. And it was actually West Virginia. That's a little bit surprising, I can't lie. The mountains weren't quite that steep, and, you know, it just didn't give me that vibe, but that's all right. Not sure on that plate. Usually my West Virginia vibes are pretty on it, but today they were not, or in that case they were not. Brick, this kind of brick architecture. This, not this. These, I guess. What are these guys? Like if I knew what this was, it would help. I'm just going off vibes here, but I think it looks pretty southern. Not too sure what he is for plates there, but this does look like South Carolina. I'll go North Carolina because it's bigger. It was Georgia. That was actually a good guess. I don't know why I didn't go Georgia, but it's all right. We're back in the South, I believe. Not sure what that plate is. Not sure on that one either. He has no fronts as expected for the South. Yeah, these houses just look southern to me. Not sure which southern area this would be. Didn't mean to cook up a rhyme there, but we did. Obviously that's not gonna help. I don't know why I'm looking at that. Yeah, I don't know. I think South Carolina is my strongest vibe here, so we'll go with that. We'll go with Columbia, and that was Memphis. I suppose that makes sense as well. The road did not look that red though. This looks like Florida, so we're gonna get this one, unless it's, you know, Texas or something, a weird Texas, but. Oh, well, hold on here. Does it even look like Florida? I think it's gotta be. I think it's gotta be pretty much Florida on this one. We'll go like kind of here. I think you see this kind of thing in central Florida. And it was. Let's go for one more game here. See if we can cook up anything good. End 35 mile per hour speed limit. It's interesting because then there's another one right there. So I guess you could pick your speed for this little stretch of road. So how fast can you get right in there? Other than that, we got a trampoline, and it looks really overgrown. Is that even a trampoline? I think that's what that is. Yeah, I do think this is West Virginia or something along those lines. Could be Virginia as well. Just for fun, I think well, hold on now. Yeah, just for fun, I think I will go Virginia, but it could be West Virginia. Oh, I don't know. No, I will go West Virginia. And that was New York. I thought about it, you know. I was looking at the poll because I wanted to see if it was lighter colored for New England or Northeast. And it was kind of orangey and did not have any plates on it. So I went away from the Northeast. But the thought crossed my mind for sure. Round 2 here. This is the West. Circle bollard. I don't know what that means. It's just like, it's probably a freebie, but I don't know the damn Western bollards. So. Circle is Circle, Wyoming. Maybe. Apparently. I don't know. I don't know if that's exclusive, but we'll take that for sure. Look like Wyoming. That's fine. This is just Hawaii, right? This is insane. Wow. What an interesting landscape. If I was playing world map, I think this would really confuse me. But in the US, I think it's got to be Hawaii. So that's very cool. We'll go right there. Very nice. Yeah, no, that's cool. We will save that location. I mean, it's just regular Hawaii, but it was cool to come up. Now this one, it's unfortunate. We're on a 2 streak, but this I don't really know. Well, is it California? I feel like it has a vibe about it. It's like California or Texas. It's Texas, I guess, presumably. I don't know why I was between those two, but I was. But that is helpful for sure. Is this like not Dallas, Austin? type area. I think I'll go there. It was those Western Austin suburbs. They actually, yeah, proud of getting that vibe from it. Have a vibe out there for sure. Is this like Flagstaff? That's my first thought. I don't know if you get that big hill in Flagstaff. Or is this like Lake Tahoe? Yeah, Lake Tahoe maybe? Maybe. Fern Valley, Rimrock, or is this just like Colorado, you know? This could also be Colorado. I'm a little upset because this does feel gettable, but I feel I'm going to go astray here. We have Cali poles. Well, we have a Cali pole. So I guess I would like the Lake Tahoe then. So let's go in there somewhere. It was not Lake Tahoe at all, but it was California. That was Mount San Jacinto. I'm not sure how to say that. Not Lake Tahoe, but California nonetheless. A little bit of an embarrassing guess, but I guess this soil looked a little sandy or something for Lake Tahoe. I'm playing one more game because we are on a streak. Maybe more if we get this right, but I don't particularly like the look of this round. I think this will be GG's on the streak, and in which case we'll finish out the game and call it there. So yeah, not too sure on this one. I'm just gonna go like I don't like that. I don't know. We have enough trees that like Iowa. I'm going with that. And that was South Dakota. It was gonna be a tough get. I don't think I go South Dakota there. It's really a bummer because now we're in Alaska, I believe. So that is a little unfortunate. That would be 6 there, right? And then 7 in not a freebie by any means. This one, yeah, I don't know, Georgia maybe. It looks a little hilly for Georgia, I think, but it could always be. Yeah, it was Texas. I thought about that too, not gonna lie. If I had more time, I could have cooked that up. Perchance, penultimate round, I don't know, Missouri. Has no vibes, I'm clicking Missouri. It worked. And last round, unless we get this one right too. But Wisconsin? I don't know. Let's try that. It was Minnesota. So, thank you for watching. That's going to do it for today on this episode of US State Streak Attempts. We had some good runs in there, some good guesses for sure. Definitely not a bad attempt at all. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we got up to what, 4 or 5, so we're going to keep at it, but that'll do it for today. Thank you for watching, and peace out.